Hey, how's it going? John Gadd here again.
And Fiona Gadd.
We're here for another weekly vlog.
On TK Arena.
Yeah? What are we talking about this week, Fiona?
Well, we're going to look at some of the main news that came out this week of two new GPUs and video card series that have come out.
Okay.
We've got the Radeon HT 4000 series.
Right, and the NVIDIA 200 series. Wait a second.
GTX 200.
It's gone backwards. Just to confuse you guys out there, NVIDIA thought they'll be brilliant and go backwards in their number schemes, I guess. It confused the living daylights out of me. That's why you see pieces of paper in front of us this week.
Yeah, it's too hard to remember it all.
Yeah, I mean, trying to get your head around all the different numbers and whatever else, and you probably could memorize them off the top of your head, but I mean, hey, you know, it's kind of a battle of the mid-range graphics cards, isn't it, really?
Well, that is the most popular segment, so it's the best-selling segment. For
the longest time, you know, we've been putting up with these graphic card reviews and performance reviews and that of high-end graphics cards that are generally out of the budget range of the general consumer. Yeah, and people kind of ignored that $200 price range, and it wasn't until recently that people actually started going, hang on a second, nobody's buying these high-end cards anyway.
Well, you mean over 200. I mean, the 200 and the sub just below 200, that is the popular range.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So, both AMD, ATI and NVIDIA have kind of put more emphasis on that medium-range graphics card.
And also marketing it. I mean, this week there was a bit of a hoo-ha about who was going to release the product first.
Right.
One company found out about the release date of another company, and then they changed their release date so that they could get in a bit earlier, and you know. So they realised how important it is.
Yeah, so in the past the battle was the high-end thing, and everybody was looking at the high-end cards, and nobody was buying them, and you know, and the performance differences were quite different at mid-range level. So it's really good to see that we're putting some focus on areas that people are actually using. Graphics.
So what can we summarise about the releases this week?
I don't think you can go wrong with either card, actually. I mean, I think the AMD/ATI card is probably the better price performance.
Well, which one? Because the media have got to test the 4850 and the 4870, and one is the $199 card, and the other one is $299.
Yeah, I mean, I'm an enthusiast, so I can go for the $299 card myself. I mean, if it was my system.
Until you get a wife that lets you, but not everyone's that lucky.
Yeah, but I mean, I think in both range, I've always been an ATI fan. I mean, just their drivers and everything else, I've always been a big fan of their stuff, and the graphics quality as well, the HDTV stuff that we've been working on, I was very impressed with.
Yeah, they have been very good with that.
On the other hand, I did, because of the whole performance things with the 8800 GTXs and the Ultras and all that, I have been using NVIDIA cards for quite some time now.
Yes.
And also I haven't been disappointed. The only thing I'm still disappointed with is the whole SLI. You can't have SLI if you want to have dual monitors. And you're going to fix that.
It is a limitation.
Yeah. So I mean, so apart from that, and there's also still a lot of issues with SLI or multi-GPU type technologies. You need profiles written for games, and
they don't always come out in time for the game.
That's exactly right. So you got the game out. By the time you finish playing with it, hey, a profile comes up. Well, hang on a second, I've already finished playing that game. So it's kind of pointless. But so I don't think you can go too wrong with either card, whatever you choose. There's lots of reviews out there, and detailed graphs if you need that. Look at what works for you. If you're building, I would suggest actually if you're building an NVIDIA chipset platform, probably go for the NVIDIA solution. If you go building an AMD/ATI or even Intel platform, go for the AMD ATI solution. And another thing is the whole SLI support from NVIDIA. You still need a specific NVIDIA chipset to get SLI. So if you're looking at multi-GPU solutions, at this stage, I think Radeon is probably the ATI solution would be the better way to go. The Crossfire, because it's you can do it on Intel, you can do it on AMD.
More flexible.
It's definitely more flexible.
Yeah.
Can't do it on NVIDIA.
But basically, both companies did well this week with their releases.
Yeah, I think it's good to see an even field again. Without one company dominating the other.
I think actually, if you read a few reviews, you do get the impression that the media is just slightly more impressed with the AMD ATI solution.
It's good. It's good to see him back in the.
But it's not a huge gap.
No, it's not at all. 10 frames a second, I think. At most.
At most, yeah.
At most, yeah. So, but again, we've got two real competitors in the graphics market. bonus.
So that's two major companies, two major releases, and another major company out there, Blizzard, has also announced something that is pretty major this week.
Authenticator, FAQs we've got in front of us. Blizzard WoW players for quite some time have been experiencing all sorts of issues with people hacking their accounts. One of the biggest things in their forums, if Blizzard's actual official forums, is you get people posting links to keyloggers. What a keylogger is if you click on an image link, if you don't have the appropriate spyware/virus protector on your computer, when you click on that link from their own forum, which somebody has posted, there's a chance that some spyware could be installed on your computer which records your keystrokes.
Right.
So you type in your username and password, and they've recorded that, sent it back to their thing. Somebody else logs onto your account, changes your password on you, empties out your account and sells the gold.
So, I mean, you've been playing WoW for a number of years now, and you're a guild leader, so you must know a lot of people. Do you know anyone that this has actually happened to?
Yeah, a couple of people, yes.
Right.
Even in our own guild, we've had breaches of the guild bank and stuff like that, where people's accounts have been hacked. Hopefully somebody's on at the time when it happens and sees something's going on and are able to disable their bank features or notify a GM, which is what we always do if we ever. So if we get a member that for some strange reason is acting strange or obviously is not the same person they once were, we always do report it to a GM. Because it could be somebody on there emptying out accounts. Or another thing that happens is they actually sell these accounts. They get control of them and they actually sell them to somebody else, for money. And that person then, unknowingness, has stolen an account, starts using the account, and then gets.
So this new authenticator thing is a USB stick, you were saying?
No, it's a keyring.
It's just
a keyring.
It's just a keyring that has a number on it.
That has a random number generator on it. It will be serial linked to your account. So when you got your account, you buy this little keyring or little dongle thing from Blizzard for about $6 or $7. So
it's not expensive.
And you link the serial number on that device to your actual account.
Is it going to be compulsory?
No.
Right, so this is if
you're
worried
extra security level.
Right, and is it just for WoW or is it for other Blizzard games?
Well, when you go to the FAQs, there is a list of other games there that require Blizzard accounts. So I imagine they're going to enable it on all their account stuff.
So it would be linked for all of your games?
Yeah, all your Blizzard games, yes.
Right.
And you can link the one. So say, for instance, 3 people in your family have Blizzard accounts, World of Warcraft accounts. You can all use the same stick if you want. You don't have to buy 3.
Okay.
But it's just a matter of linking it to the accounts.
Okay.
So you go to log in, you type in your username and normal password that you would usually do.
Yep.
Then it'll come up with an extra screen requiring you to put in the 6-digit number that's generated on this little device.
And what keyloggers can't get to you at that stage?
No. Well, because it's randomly generated from the units that's randomly,
Oh, okay.
So every doesn't have the same unit. Every unit's different, and every unit will generate a different set of numbers.
Oh, I get it. So it's actually an electronic keyring.
It's an electronic keyring.
The penny drop. Sorry.
So yes, you press a button on the keyring. That number is randomly generated every time. New number all the time, constantly changing. And obviously everyone's different. Every set of random numbers changes different. So it's going to be very hard, very, very, very hard to hack. This is an extra level of security they're providing to their customers. Very good idea.
You think so? You don't? Yeah, I mean, I often wonder.
Well, hey, Microsoft can't secure their site. The US government can't secure their site. How do you expect people who are able to make thousands of dollars from these accounts? So there's a lot of effort. There's a big money in gold in World of Warcraft. I mean, in my personal opinion, the criminals out there are the people who are buying the gold, not the people selling it. If there's no supply and demand, there's demand, people are going to sell it, right? You don't give them any supply. I mean, and I've removed people from my guild for buying gold before.
The politics of WoW.
Yeah. No, but it's all about game security and stuff like that. It's also like cheating, really. You're cheating the game, I guess.
Yes. Yeah. So. All right, we'll talk to you next week.
That's this week. See you guys.
Bye.